Hey everybody, Wildman Wes here, and this is What's Your Poison, where I try out beers wherever I can get my thirsty little fingers on. Today is a very, very special episode because we have now reached our 500th beer. Yeah, it's been a long road the past 7 years, and we've hit that halfway part to 1,000. Man, I'm surprised my liver has been able to keep up. But I digress. I do realize that I forgot to announce the 400th beer review a while back, and I apologize. However, I'm going to make up for it, where we're going to do just one beer today. And we have a mystery beer. I am excited to debut this one because I have never had it before, though I've had varying similarities. But this one? What are we going to have? Are we going to have something hoppy? Are we going to have something malty? Are we going to have something off the wall? Well, let's see what we have. From Firestone Walker Brewing in Paso Robles, California, we have the Parabola 2023 Vintage number 15. This is 13.5% ABV. A Imperial Stout that's aged in bourbon barrels. For those of you that have been around for a while, I am a huge fan of Imperial Stouts, especially bourbon barrel aged. I'm going to look at the description. There's a lot going on here, but I'm just going to read the second half, just because it'll just take too long if I try to focus on the words. It says, of all the beers in our proprietor's vintage series, Parabola is the most notorious. It is always a beast of a beer with intense flavors of black cherry, dark chocolate, vanilla, and roast coffee. Yet each annual release also bears its own subtle imprint. For this latest edition, we aged the beer for a year in an equal combination of 8-year-old Blanton's Bourbon and 12-year-old Weller Wheated Whiskey barrels. The wheated whiskey barrels accentuated Parabola's signature richness with fine notes of cereal grain, while the bourbon barrels imparted their classic notes of roasted, toasted coconut and cocoa nibs. Oh man, I don't know what else to say other than I'm very, very excited. And this box is a little bit crazy here. Don't want to drop this bottle, otherwise I will be very, very depressed. That is a beautiful bottle, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, oh man. And 13.5% in ABV. It's going to be an interesting night. I've got my bottle opener, and let's pop this open. I'm being very careful if you haven't noticed. I'll pour this in. I've had this bottle for quite a bit. I think I got it while I was in Colorado with the wife Becca. And yeah, I'm finally getting to it now. It's been about 3 years. The head consistency, I'm getting that raisiny already. That bourbon was it. Yep, I'm getting a lot of dark roast, chocolate. They said things about black cherry and whatnot. Let's do a drive-by. I am getting kind of that black cherry, almost like a wine cask in a way, where there is some form of a fruit in here. That head dissipated pretty quickly, but then again, with a lot of bourbon barrel stouts, you're going to have that. I know, I'm stalling just because I'm basking in the glory of how beautiful this looks, but folks, it's time to take a sip. Here we go. Oh man. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. This is incredible. It's incredible. 5 out of 5. Yeah, this is going to be a short episode because it just bourbon barrel aged stouts I'm very, very particular about, more than I am with IPAs. This one I'm getting a lot of that chocolate, There is a black cherry sweetness to this. There is a little bit of that vanilla, almost this kind of... it's like having a Charleston Chew. It really is. For those of you that remember Charleston Chews, again, I'm having one of my memberberry moments, but... It's smooth. It's very boozy, though, but not in a bad way, because at 13.5%, you know what you're getting into. And as I said, 5 out of 5, because I'm at a loss for words. And that's a lot. That's a lot for me, because if you've been around for a while, you know I can talk up a storm, and being almost speechless, yeah. If you're able to get any of the Parabola series, the 2023 one obviously is probably not going to be around anymore, but hey, having a fight with a box. If you see any of the Parabola series from Firestone Walker at any of your retail stores, get it. It is worth your money. I believe, if my mind serves me right, I think I paid maybe about $10 to $12 on this bottle. Again, I was in Colorado at the time, so the price may vary wherever you're at in the States. However, regardless of the pay, it's worth every penny. We hope you enjoyed this quick episode on our 500th beer review on What's Your Poison. If you've had this one before and you agree with me, leave a thumbs up. If not, hey, I totally understand. Sometimes a bourbon barrel-aged stout isn't for everyone. I know a lot of people that don't like them, but I also know a lot of people that do love them. Apart from that, we hope you share on social media, but most importantly, you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you check out my boy Hefe at Beer You Beer Me, as well as Beard Wizard Man for all their beer-related content. And last and certainly not least, the Blue Ribbon Lounge podcast, with all of their topics that are funny, not so funny, off the wall, sometimes pretty serious. Regardless, I look forward to seeing what they have in store down the line on their channel. Until then, I'm Wildman Wes, and we will see you next time on What's Your Poison. Take care. That shows that this is a damn good stout. Cheers, everybody. Love ya.
What's your poison? Let's drink it tonight. In the glow of the stars.